welcome back to Real Reviews. This is Cody Williams, and we are talking about the movie The Haunting. Before we were gifted with Netflix's The Haunting of Hill House, we had this movie. It's hard enough to even call it a movie, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now that this is a poor excuse of a movie. I'm not too thrilled about it, but I wouldn't call it a total failure, as it is borderline. This is actually a remake of a movie that released back in 1963 with the same name, The Haunting. It's vastly superior when compared to this, whatever you want to call it. Speaking of, I need to watch it again. The original 1963 movie, that is. The story is based on the novel from Shirley Jackson. Never read it, but I do plan on changing that sometime soon. The movie focuses on visitors to the secluded mansion of Hill House who have been called to the isolated location by a doctor as part of a study on insomnia. What they don't know is that the doctor is actually conducting experiments on human fear. As days go by, the group slowly begins to learn the terrifying history behind the house's initial owner. They then realize that the house is pure evil and they must battle a malevolent spirit to escape the house of nightmares. For it to be a mostly terribly made movie, it surprisingly has some good things to offer, believe it or not. But hear me out. The set design for the interior shots of the mansion are really amazing and beautifully grand. You're simply astounded by everything in the mansion when all the characters explore it, room by room. However, I don't understand the point of the weird carousel room that's filled with mirrors. I don't know, it just really felt out of place along with a flooded hallway with books as stepping stones. Some set design elements are questionable to say the least, but what are you going to do? Some other stuff about this movie that I actually did enjoy is the bleak cinematography and its good looking use of CGI special effects. It's visually spectacular to say the least. If there's anything else I actually do like about this movie, it would have to be the backstory of the mansion itself and its initial owners. The movie doesn't elaborate too much as it merely just skims the surface of it, and I really wanted to know more about it. So I guess I will have to read the book to have more insight about it. Let's get down to business as to why this movie is so cringeworthy awful. For starters, the terribly written script and the second-rate acting by everyone is mind-numbingly dull and super cringeworthy. I just simply didn't give two craps about anyone's character in this horrid movie. We have quite the assortment of great actors including Liam Neeson, Catherine Zeta-Jones, Owen Wilson, and Lili Taylor. I've seen them all in different movies and each of them have displayed great acting capability. In this movie, however, it was like it was a contest on who could be the most hated character. It's bad enough that we get to hear Owen Wilson's character say, "Wow," at least 5 different times in it. Don't even get me started on the screaming by Lili Taylor's character, which sounds super weird. The film's anticlimactic ending is really, how can I put this? Oh yeah, dumb. Going into spoiler territory, so here we go. When the malevolent spirit of Hugh Crane is absorbed into the creepy oversized door, I want to know why the filmmakers decided to make such a stupid decision to end the movie like that. Bad enough the death of Lili Taylor's character of Eleanor was very awkward. Overall, The Haunting is one of those movies that's what you would call a dud. Even though it does have some good things about it, this whole movie is just very questionable with its lackluster quality. However, I will admit that I find this movie to be somewhat of a guilty pleasure, so to speak. I'm not overly crazy about it, but sometimes I do get the wild hankering to watch it every now and then to always disappoint myself. Generally speaking, I would have to say that it's a bland movie. I give this movie a D+. Thank you for watching and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Keep up with my real reviews.